I want to make one more video about sleep. I've mentioned in some of my other videos that I would give you some ideas of a bedtime routine, things that you could do to help prepare your body and your mind for sleep. So here are just a few ideas. I'm sure there are others. The first thing I would say, especially if you don't really have a bedtime routine or even a bedtime, is to figure out a bedtime, a reasonable bedtime for you. If you are a night owl, you might find that you need to just start gradually moving your bedtime a little earlier, 15, 30 minutes, to get your body used to it, because you may not be able to go to sleep. If you're used to staying up till midnight and now all of a sudden you're trying to go to bed at 10, it may be hard for you. So, start working towards that earlier bedtime. Look at what time you need to get up in the morning and then go back, and then that'll help you figure out what time you should be going to bed at night, because we're aiming for between 7 and 9 hours of sleep a night is ideal. So just figure that out. And then once you figured out your bedtime, you can maybe set a timer or an alarm for yourself on your phone, at least an hour before bedtime, and that is your cue that it is time to start getting ready for bed, which means turning off all electronics. They are not serving you. They are not going to help you fall asleep. That blue light disrupts the production of melatonin. I think I mentioned that before. And you want to make sure that you can start powering down your mind as well as your electronics. So turning off all the electronics and then just starting to do things that help you to relax. So here are a few ideas. You can do some yoga or gentle stretching or meditation, reading a book, taking a bath or a shower. Some people like to maybe drink some herbal tea or something that helps them relax. Also, there's also the things that maybe, you would do every night anyway, brushing your teeth, washing your face. For me, I say prayer every night. I put on my lavender lotion. This kind of goes along with setting up your environment. Sometimes, the smells, the scents that can help us relax and help our body know, oh, when I smell lavender, that means it's time to sleep. There are supplements that you can take, magnesium glycinate, melatonin, GABA. I subscribe to brainmd.com. You've heard me talk about Daniel Amen before. This is his company, and they have all kinds of sleep supplements, and I've been trying all of them out and to see which one works best for me. And they are like a combination of some of those supplements I just mentioned all put together, and they seem to help me not only go to sleep but stay asleep, because that's the thing I tend to have the most trouble with, is staying asleep. So find what works for you, that you can be consistent with, and that lets your body and your mind know, okay, it is now time to sleep. We're doing these things and it's time to relax and go to sleep. So I hope some of these ideas have been helpful. I'd love to hear what works for you, because it might help somebody else. So if you want to comment below on what helps you with sleeping and staying asleep and getting the rest that you need. It's so important to get that sleep, during the holidays, but all the time. It's good for your mental health, emotional health, physical health. So I hope you really make it a priority.